We were talking about moms, and you've got a unique situation because you have an adoptive mom, and then you have a birth mom who you have had a relationship with your entire life.
Yes.
Most people don't have that.
Yeah.
So you have a very unique situation, and one of the things I've said before is, we learn how to show up in the world as a woman from our mothers, and we also learn what we can expect from other women from our mothers. So you've got a pool of mamas to work with. So we're going to talk about birth mom. So since you've had that relationship with her your whole life, what is one thing you've always wanted to say to her or ask her that you were afraid to?
The biggest thing, I don't know if it's necessarily afraid to, but I always just want to express to her my gratitude for giving me the life that she literally handpicked for me. And I've shared this with her before, but it's always just like a we're drunk, kind of spill out your feelings kind of talk. It's never been like a sit down, like this is really what I am grateful for that you've given me, which is everything. Like she literally handpicked the most perfect human beings to be my parents and raise me. She stepped back when she needed to step back, even though that was probably hard as fuck for her. And she just let my parents do what they wanted, raise me how they wanted, but was always there to be like, hey, like if you need to run away, here I am. Like, and it was always a judgment-free zone. I'm just very grateful for everything that she gave me.
So what's one thing, do you ever look at her, because you do have such a good relationship with her, and do you ever wonder why?
Why she didn't
keep you?
Yeah. And as a kid, I really struggled with that a lot.
Especially since you've been in each other's lives since you were little.
Yeah, and me and her had a drunk conversation about that once, too. And she sat down and she was like, we could have done it. We could have been okay. And it kind of like hurt because as a kid, I really always wanted that. But, and I know her reasoning, and I know it all was definitely God's will and for the better, but it does make me a little sad to think about. And not that I missed out on something with her, but a lot of the issues that I struggled with as a kid, like not looking like my parents or not really fitting in with my family, yada, 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 I felt like I wouldn't have with her.
Do you blame her for that?
No, never.
No,
well, as a kid I did, definitely. And my birth father too, I blamed him a lot because he was just a question mark, completely. But
so how does not feeling like you fit in anywhere, how has that affected your life today?
Oh, all of it. I have always struggled with, like, fitting in with, like, friend group, not necessarily fitting in, but just feeling comfortable in, like, a place of belonging with friend groups or in a job or whatever the case may be. I've always sort of struggled with that.
So you said
security.
something that kind of stuck out at me. And, like I said, our moms kind of teach us, like, how we're going to show up in the world. And one of the things that kind of happened twice in our little conversation here, these heartfelt conversations happen when we're drinking.
Yeah.
Right? And these moments that, like, you really want to know the answers, but you're too afraid maybe.
Yeah.
In, like, a clear state of mind.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mama is the same way, right? Clearly.
Yes.
You guys are kind of doing the same thing. Do you want to have that conversation in clear mind? And
yes.
Today,
yeah, but I'm a little afraid of the emotion.
Why?
I don't know why. I feel like we don't really get to that level a lot, and when we do, it's hard.
It is hard.
It's like, it's good, but it's hard.
What's hard?
I guess just being okay with letting it out. I always kind of feel like I'm gonna say something that might hurt her feelings or and vice versa, I'm sure, but I guess we shouldn't be afraid of it, but
Well, I mean, she gave you the most unconditional love by giving you to a beautiful hand-picked family. That I know for sure.
yeah.
The fact that you have such a good relationship today is amazing. And even though maybe things will be said that hurt, you can recover from that. And you've been through a lot of hurt in your life. And haven't you always come out of the other side better, stronger?
Absolutely.
Even when it hurt going through it. This kind of relationship is so important to you.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth taking that risk on both your parts. And
Yeah.
and your mama was just a baby. She was what, 20?
Yeah,
When she
19,
had you?
20.
So she hasn't been taught these skills either.
Yeah.
And how beautiful would it be for you to kind of show mama how it's done? And you know, my daughter teaches me more than anybody in this world, and it would be a beautiful opportunity because since the common theme with both your moms is you just want to feel a connection.
Yeah.
The real way to connection is to just go for it. Go for it, and know that
Yeah.
even if your heart breaks a little bit, you're gonna recover.
Yeah.
And so will she.
Yeah.
I promise.
Definitely.